Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Niners are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Broncos, who will need to solve that secondary. With that, let's get out west to Santa Clara, where we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
This time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
It's taken to the 26. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will find his man on the outside.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 18 yards there and a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And some room to maneuver. And look out. I think he's going to go. Muscles him off. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Now the try here for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
His throw incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27.
Return team.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be a San Francisco first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink. If you give many type of blocking, always talk about slot receiver.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Second down now after the incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And as the referee is under the hood, and we're seeing this as well, he's watching the knee, isn't he?
Similar to a bang-bang play in baseball where you're listening to the sound of the ball hitting the glove at first base while watching the runner's foot hit the base. Which one came first? Did the knee hit the ground, or did the ball come loose?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go! Boo, Lanny! Boo, Lanny!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Green 39! Green 39! Watch the pass!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
Play clock winding down. Back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little wrap.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. We focus our attention now on the Broncos defense. And trailing on the scoreboard last time, able to force the fumble. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
That's exactly right, because what they did last time is help them stay in this game. Being opportunistic, taking the ball away, that can help keep the game tight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Here we go now. Boo, Lanny! Boo, Lanny!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They come out here in the eye.
Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So the two sides will make the long walk to the other end of the field. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops.
The Broncos send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is taken at about the 14.
Whoosh.
A second spin.
Turning and turning and turning.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got 4. Set. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Beckham, the lone receiver, right.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Let's go! Green 39! Green!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got time. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? the guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Back to throw again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Holding, offense.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to...
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Let's go. Blue Lightning.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6.
No, check. Patriot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. We get a look now at the 49ers defense as they get into position. And a pretty nice job last time. Gave up quite a bit of yardage, but only gave up the field goal.
Almost feel like we should give him a little bit of a round of applause.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff as they run left side. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the play clock's running down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to the booth right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but For the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arm.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Let's go! Good, good! Good, good! No. Check, Patriots!
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now so out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away.
Beckham, the lone receiver, right.
Hang on now! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Surveying the field. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller, in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10, offensive line won't be able to hold up here. This ends up as a loss of 7. Broncos have it at the 14. Under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. 49ers will end up returning it for a TD. That puts them up by a touchdown. Following the forced fumble, will once again sack the QB. This will go as a loss of 10. Third down from inside the 50. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. We're set up for a great second half, so let's get you out to it. Here's Brandon Guyton.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offense. Unit here as they'll have it. first to begin this third. He'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And as the numbers show, last week good, this week not as good. My question to you, you ready?
Yes, please hit me.
Why?
Because last week, he was able to find the seams in defenses. And the ball was delivered before a second guy could get there and make a play on it. This week, those seams aren't even there. The coverage has been really tight. The second guy's arrived early. Not a chance for him to get the ball into those tight openings.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Time running out here on the play clock. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6. Yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first. Possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the spin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down 49ers.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Uses this stiff arm. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the third level's leading your team in tackles.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for a stride.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Here we go now.
Play clock winding down. Defense taking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Hard throw, incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count And a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
No. Just go. 3-19. 3-19. Over. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a 2nd game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing. Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And that is incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? You just throw that out the window.
I think you are.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. 3rd down and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run the option left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football? I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
They're going to look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
And stopped him in his tracks. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way we can.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the pick out there, and it'll be first down, Denver.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Holding. Offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's that. What they did, they created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Here we go. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. They come out here in the I. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw again. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. And it's a three-point game. So they make the decision. They want a three-point lead versus a two-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Stays on his feet. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Still second down.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Broncos, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.